Welcome to Life Stories with Grace Kansiime Mwesigye, a place where we share ideas, where we hold conversations, and we talk about the things that matter to all of us. Now today, I am asking a question as our topic of discussion today. How long should you stay in a relationship when that person that you're relating with, whether it's the woman or the man, is abusing you physically, emotionally, and financially, right? There is financial abuse. That part of abuse, people don't talk about it a lot. How long should you stay, or what should you do in the event that that kind of abuse is happening in your relationship? Before we proceed, I'm going to ask you kindly subscribe to this channel if you find this video helpful, if you find it interesting, like this video, and if you find it useful, please share this video with your friends, with your colleagues, with your groups, and put a comment in the comment section and let me know your experience. Let me know your views and let me know your contribution regarding this topic. Back to our topic. Recently, Uganda lost a treasured sports lady, Cheptegei. Cheptegei was beaten, was burnt by fire by supposedly someone she was in a relationship with. I imagine that wasn't the first time that lady was being abused. I'm sure it had happened the first time, it had happened the second time, and now that it was coming to this with this magnitude, she was still there in the relationships. What causes women to stay and accept that level of abuse upon their lives? Sometimes people say, oh, because I'm a Christian, because the Lord hates divorce, I cannot move out of the relationship. But again, does God want me to be in a relationship where I am beaten, I am mistreated, I am unalive because I want to stay? Is that God's will for your life? I don't think so. Sometimes walking out and giving space to this abuser, right? The abuser can be the man, the abuser can be the woman. Sometimes walking away and giving space to this abuser can solve a great deal of these problems. Now, what causes abuse in this relationship? Many times women are abused because they are financially incapacitated. And I would encourage women, for as long as it is within your power, have a small stream of income. No woman should be without a small stream of income. Find tomatoes and sell them. Sell charcoal. Do mobile money transactions. There are so many things. Do handiwork, crafts, things that you can do if you are a young mother, a small business that you can do while you are seated at home. Find online jobs. In my past video, I posted some websites where you can visit and you get online jobs and you do those jobs while you're at home. But every woman, if you have to have your independence, if you have to stop the level of abuse that men are unleashing on women, you must have a stream of income. As long as you have to beg for food, you have to beg for clothes, you have to beg for children's milk, you have to beg for salt, you have to beg for cooking oil, and there is no level of independence around you, prepare yourself for such a life that is not pleasant. All right? Now, some other times, apart from being financially incapacitated, sometimes the abused person is too vocal, too talkative, too quarrelsome, too nagging, that you trigger, although there is no circumstances under which you should be abused, but some women or some men force the trigger for abuse, right? You do not respect the space that the other person desires. You don't even understand. You don't want to get any explanation. You continue talking. If it is the woman, some women can talk. Some women can check the phone. Some women can say hurting things. Some women can be so nagging. No wonder the Bible says that a nagging wife, instead of living with a nagging wife, you'd rather live at the rooftop, at the corner of the rooftop. Now that's very dangerous, but that is how bad it can be. So women, do not trigger abuse from your husband. Do not put yourself at a position where it is so easy to abuse you. Do not abuse him. Do not nag him. Do not look into his phone. Just stay in your space. For things you cannot change, don't hustle. Because the moment you discover there's nothing you can do about it, right? If there's nothing you can do to change a situation, don't nag, because nagging will trigger a beating. Now, another reason why there is always abuse in the home, some men drink a lot, they take drugs, they are frustrated out there, and some of them carry so many burdens that when they come into the marriage, the relationship, they want to download their burdens on these innocent women that they have had. That no matter what good this woman will do, this man will never see anything good that comes out of this lady. More especially if she's at home, or if she is so dependent on him in one way or the other, right? So some men are prone to be abusers because of their background. They come with their baggage of inferiority complex. They have known their mothers being abused, or they themselves were abused by their parents, or they have come from previous relationships where the woman has abused them. And so the best they know is for them to raise their hand on a woman. And it doesn't stop there. I tell people that once a man lifts his hand and beats you the first time, there must never be a second time. Now, if the beating came because you triggered it, stop all the triggers completely. Now, you see me here, beautiful as I am. If I'm going to quarrel, if I'm going to make a statement that maybe it's a fact and it is a truth, I don't talk trash. But if I'm going to make a statement that I know will trigger someone's anger, I stand by the door and I say, by the way, that which you did was not important. It was not useful. It wasn't worth it. You shouldn't have spent our money like that. I stand at the door. I can never allow any slap on my face. Never. Never. Because when it happens once, I either stop what I was doing and change my life, or if it wasn't my fault, if you beat me once, I'll walk out. You can never beat me the second time. And I work so hard and make sure that I take care of my children, that I don't have to come begging back to you. Now, the reason why some women are abused over and over again, because they have no finances, they cannot take care of the children, they just can't even take care of themselves, so they decide to manage the beating. Oh my God. They beat you today, tomorrow you wake up. They beat you tomorrow, then the next day. Oh my God. Why? What are you waiting for? Are you waiting to die? There is always a time of evaluation, a time of evaluating the relationship. Walk out. Go look for a job. Take care of your needs. When you are independent, nobody will beat you up. An independent woman, you can't beat her. So go look for a job. Work on your character. Be the best version of yourself. Be fun to hang around. But if it is the beating because the other person has a baggage, please walk out. It is not God's will that you're beaten today, that you're killed. And when you are unalived, the only people that suffer are your children and your parents. Your husband can always marry another wife, but your children will lose you. They will never have another mother. So work so hard, Stop accepting abuse. Do not give it a foothold. Don't accept even the first time. But if the first time was an accident, there must never be a second time. I thank you so much as you prepare to live a good life, as you prepare to build strong relationships. Say no to domestic violence. Goodbye for now. Please subscribe and thank you for watching.